Crom's Bones, we're back in the unboxing room. And this time we are unboxing Zoop's long awaited, long pushed back Colossal Conan. This guy right here. And it's big. So before we get started here, according to my notes, this book is an artist edition style, oversized 12 by 17. Features 190 plus pages of full-size scans of the original comic card pages pulled from throughout the original classic run of Conan. And they have just picked whichever ones I guess they could get that they wanted. We have John Buscema in here, of course, Gil Kane, and on and on. I think there's some Sal Buscema. Yeah. So, we're going to open this up. And we are going to stretch the spine, and I'm going to flip through all the pages. If it takes too long, I will speed it up in post. But this, oh yeah, I'm not leaving this on. This thing is way too heavy for this. So now I'm going to take it off. My hair's going to be crazy, but okay. Do I look like Barney Fife from Andy Griffith after he's been making out with Juanita down at the diner? If I had some lipstick splotches. I don't know. So, here's how it came. This box is not as thick as I think it should be, especially for the money paid for the shipping and just the long wait. I mean, this thing, it looks like somebody's taken a broadsword over here. So hopefully there is some sort of liner in here that protected the book. Yeah, I'm out in a rural area. We have two mailboxes. We have a giant old-fashioned one that's like that wide and that tall. And we have a small one right next to it for regular letters. They shoved this in the big one, and it barely fit. It was wedged in there. So that may have happened at that point. I don't know. But you see I don't know. We're just going to cut it open and see. But it feels awfully thin. So I don't know how much. See, the tape here is already half severed. So I think they could have padded it a little bit better to survive the shipping, you know. But we'll see. I'm not going to go real deep here because I have no idea how close the book is. But for 190 pages, that does not seem like a lot of padding, does it? For a hardcover especially. Yeah, there's zip in here. See, this box is the equivalent of IST's inner box. I'll show you one of those. Okay, most of my regular viewers are going to be familiar with these because I love these inserts that InStock Trades is using now. So this is nothing more than this with a very thin cover over it. Which is really not cool because, to me, this should have been inside of another box. Then I wouldn't have had to cringe so hard when I was using this knife. But I didn't go deep, so it did not appear to hurt anything. Is that in focus? Maybe? Okay. Let's get her out. Okay, so here's the big guy. And it is nicely shrink wrapped. And I do not see anything cut from me getting it out. And the corners are not blunted. There's no damage. So, impressive. Impressive luck is what that was. Because they sure didn't do us any favors with that thin packaging. So, let's see if we can get this open. Since I have no fingernails, I'll carefully do it that way. Now, I got this because I'm a huge Conan fan going back forever. You know, when I was a little kid, I started reading the Marvel comics, the original Marvel run. And then a few years later, I read all the Robert E. Howard stuff and all the pastiches, however you say that, that were finished by like L. Sprague de Camp and Lynn Carter and all those guys. So I have read a lot of Conan. Pretty much probably 90% of Marvel's Conan. I do need to finish up some of the later stuff. Give you another look at that. I got the John Buscema cover, as you can see. And it is a wraparound cover. Let's see if I can get this open without causing any problems. Let's see here. How's that? I don't know. May not even be in frame. My producer had to leave, so this is unmonitored. So we're going to get what we get captured. Hopefully it works out. But yeah, I don't own any original comic book page art, and I'm not likely to ever do that because it's prohibitively expensive, and this comic books and books in general are not my only expensive hobby. I've got several. So I'm likely not ever going to have any actual pages from comic books unless someone sends me some or something. So I thought this is the next best thing. This is the size of the original deal. So let's see if it will even go on my book holder here. It may not, but if it will rest on here, we will do a flip through and a spine stretch, and hopefully that is on camera. You can get a good look at what you get in this beautiful volume. And I can tell you right now that the binding is quite nice. See it from here. It's pretty nice. The book is laying nice and flat. The paper quality is lovely. It's really nice. And as you might be able to tell from the video, maybe not, it is not glossy, which is my preference. The glare from lights is always a pain when you're reading a glossy book, for me anyway. And I would rather have it be matte like this or completely flat. You can see most of this is black and white because it's the original uncolored art. Well, it's scans, full-size scans of the original uncolored art. But there's a little bit of color stuff in here too. Look at that. Yeah, this is... I'm glad I got it. I mean, I was bitching about the delay for so long, but actually getting it in my hands and seeing it, I think it was worth the money. Hopefully I'm not going to find any problems in here. I don't have much fingernails, so hard for me to get them apart. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Yeah, I did a similar video to this one for the Tashin Silver Surfer. And even though I went through every page, I've skipped a few in this one, but I went through every page of the Silver Surfer like this in the video, and I still missed two printing defects in the pages. And if you've watched many of my videos, you know that I ended up sending that back to Tashin, and they sent me a corrected or a non-defective version. So I'll do this for the video, but I'll probably also do it again. When looking at this thing, I'll stretch it again like this, just in case I missed anything as I'm going through this with you all. I tell you, the book, the binding is so good, I don't even think it needed a thorough stretching. But look at this. Wow. And I really, really appreciate how they left this big margin in the middle here. So, I get the focus without my eyeballs in the shot. So there's no gutter loss whatsoever. And it's something I still don't understand why we can't have that in the big expensive omnibus books that we all enjoy in this hobby. Why can't they insert some space here and give us a good margin in the center? Why? It seems doable to me. I'm guessing that it adds some production costs to space everything and configure it, and they're just not willing to do that. You know, that's my guess. if any of y'all know much about printing out there, and you know the reason for that, let me know in the comments. Maybe there's something else I'm missing. Wow, look at that. Huh? Hopefully these are somewhat in frame and focus for you. Wow, look at that. Huh? Is that gorgeous? I guess if this doesn't pan out, I can always reshoot and get some B-roll of the book pages. But hopefully these are working out for you. I did want to share this. So gorgeous. Man, this is how to do it. I mean, I bitched about Zoop and how long this thing took, but man, look at the results. Wow. Wow. So worth it. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm willing to bet this will end up, there will be copies on the retailer sites, I bet. You know, and it happens to a lot of Kickstarter and crowdfunded stuff. They come out as this big exclusive. Like you can only get it there, and later on, you can get it other places. There is a few text pieces in here, but it's mostly the original art. The original uncolored pages from the original Marvel Conan run. There might be some Savage Sword stuff here too, which I consider part of that. I mean, you know, yeah. Wow, look at that. Is that gorgeous? Yeah, I'm not doing a real thorough spine stretch here because I don't have it lying flat. So, really, if you're going to do a good spine stretch, you need to book flat. Start out in the middle and go back from there on each side. But, as I said, this, and here we've reached the middle. But as I said, the binding here is so nice that I'm not really sure it needed the thorough stretch. But wow, is it gorgeous. And I'm really happy that I got it. And I think I chose the right cover. There was 3 or 4 options available. I like this one the best. I mean, look at that. Love that. Wow. So glad I got this. As a Robert E. Howard fan, as a Conan fan, as a Marvel fan, this was worth it. It cost a lot. I had to wait forever. But they made it happen. And here it is. Hope you like taking a look at this. This is Zoop's Conan the Barbarian, the Colossal Edition. Thanks for watching. If you like this material and you like my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out. Helps me keep me motivated to keep going. So, I'll see you next time.